Hi guys, today we are going to be discussing about the hoops concepts. So hoops concept basically it is an object oriented programming language. So hoops is nothing but object oriented programming language. Programming language. Which is going to be organized or designed around the objects. So basically, we have seen that objects. So what is object? Object is nothing but the instance of the class. So I have last time I have given you one example. I'm having a one person called as a Sarita who is going to be giving the trainings. So she is working as a trainer and the same person is going to be working as a employee and the same person is going to be working as a house wife. So the same object is going to be oriented in the different ways. So we can say that a object which is going to be manipulated in the different ways. So the object that functioning with the logical way. So whenever she is providing the training, she is working as a trainer. The same object whenever she is working for the company is going to be working as an employee. So here in this one, basically we having different types. I can say that different concepts we having. So we can say that different types of OOPS concept. First one is the class, which we have seen. So class is nothing but a blueprint for creating the objects. The object. So object is nothing but which is thing but it is an instance of the class. I can say that object is a it is what it will do. It holds specific values. So what values here it is holding specific values can perform some and can perform some actions. So here what I have told you here one o- class. So a object has created. So a training is an object. So whenever she is giving the training, she is working as a trainer. Whenever she is working as a lecturer, she is going to be giving as a lecturer or as an employee, whatever the role is she is going to be performed, she is going to be performing. That is nothing but the object. So coming to the next type of the object is nothing but also here have given. So class is nothing but the blueprint or the protocol that define the variables and methods for the common to all the object for certain kinds. The object is nothing but the instant of the class. So next topic is inheritance. So inheritance, what is mean by inheritance? In I'm making it as a separate inheritance. So inheritance means getting the properties from the parent class to the. It is a mechanism in which one will acquire in which one object will acquire all the properties and behavior of the parent class. So here I can say that inheritance allows a class or subclass to derive inherit the properties and the behavior from the another class. I can say that behavior of the another class. What is the use of this one? So the main use of this is the code reusabilities. Whenever we are using, it is going to be reusable the code. It make the relationship between the parent and inheritance. So this concept is nothing but we can say that it is overriding concepts we can say that. So what is the idea behind this one means the inheritance in the Java that allows us to create a class that build upon the existing class. Suppose I can give you an example, my father having a house. So my father having a house of 2 BHK. So I'm having a house of 2 BHK house. So in this 2 BHK house, I whatever the house my father having, I can use his house. As a child, I can use his house. Or else what I can do it, I can renovate this house. So for example, he has not did any woodwork. I want to uh, I want make it woodwork and I want to use it. So I can renovate this one and I can use it. So inheritance is a mechanism where we are getting the properties from the parent class to the child class. So coming to the programming part. So in my Java, I have already created some variables. So I have created some variables here. So what happened whenever I'm not using this variable, the garbage collector will clear this one. Whenever I want to use that objects again, same objects, I need to create it again. So what I want to do here, I don't want to create it again. Whatever the variables already created, I want to use these variables. So, so I am going to be using this variable. So whenever in general time, the speed of the accessing will be more easy. So it is storing, uh, it is saving the memory space. One advantage here, and the another advantage here is what it is going to doing. Uh, it is going to be reusing whatever the variables we have in that variables is going to be used again in the another class. So that is the main advantage in inheritance concepts. Okay. So whenever you want to use a class to the child class, what you have to do, we have to use a key called as a extend key which extend the parents also. For example, if I want to know I'm belonging to my father family, so I'm having the surname. So here also, if we want to use it, so here we are going to be maintaining the main thing. What we are going to be maintaining here means we are going to be maintaining a key called as extend. So extend key which is used to inherit the properties. So here I have told you the advantages, main advantages here. It is code reusability by using this one. Advantages code reusability. So overriding concept will be promoting. Um, the code is going to be organization. Um, it saves the time and effect, and enhancing is going to be happen. Enhancing means what? So I have built a house with two. My father has built a house with 2 BHK. I want it is not sufficient. I can um I can build a house on top of it. I can give for a rent also. So that facilities we having support multi-level of inheritance, which is going to be supporting multi-level of inheritance. Security wise, it is also more flexible here. A subclass that inherited all the superclass members and variables. So whatever the parent class here I am having. So for example, in my parent class, I'm having some variables. I'm having variables in my parent class. Um, some I'm saying that chair, sofa, kitchen, reading room, reading room. So in the child class, so which it is not sufficient. He has built extra hall. He has built. He has built. He has taken a dining table. Uh, he has taken. mm, and children's room. So some different things we have it. S- So whatever the properties belonging to the parent can used by the child. So this chair, sofa, kitchen, reading room is going to be used by the child. But we can't able, the parent can't able to use the hall, kitchen, entrance. Why? Because inheritance means a parent properties is going to be get to the child, but child properties is not going to be belonging to the parent. Okay. So that's why a subclass is inherited all the superclass members. So parent class members is going to be inherited to the child, but we are not able to access them directly. So we can access it, but we can't able to access it by constructors. We can able to access it. So the visibility modifiers. So what modifiers I have to give? So public and protected, if we give the access specifier as a public and protected, then we can able to access. If we give private means what happening when I'm having a method. So here I have created one method as a private void. I have created display one method called as a display. I have created private means which is going to be inherited only for the parent class. So in the parent class only I can able to access this one. Only in the parent class I can access this one. Outside of parent class I can't able to access. So if I am having a child class which I have extended the parent. So what class I can inherit is which is the public I can access is public. I'm saying the display one. So this method I can access it. Public or protected. Protected means what? Public is nothing but I have given example of public is nothing but a general public booth. So everyone can put the coin and they can make the call. So private means like our mobile phones, which is we are going to be called, which is going to be used by ourselves. So we are using the password, and that password only I can know it, I can use it. So protected is nothing but my landline phone. So my landline phone, what I can do, my parent can use that landline, my kids can use that landline. So which is belonging to the family members, they can use it. So that's why here I'm making this one as a parent and child. That's why I'm able to access the protected methods also in this child class. The private members variables are based uh, on based class cannot be alternate cannot be used in the child class. Okay, types of inheritance. So we having different types of inheritance: single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, multiple inheritance, hybrid inheritance. So single inheritance is nothing but one parent and one child is called as a single inheritance. A parent having one child is nothing but a single inheritance. So whatever the properties of parents having, it is going to be belonging to the child. So that is nothing but the single inheritance. Multiple inheritance. Uh, Multi-level inheritance. So multi-level inheritance is nothing but which we having uh, a parent having child and child having sub child. So for example, my father properties is going to be belonging me, and and my properties is going to be belonging to me. So means what? The child, um, my child is going to belonging my father properties and my properties. And that is nothing but multi-level inheritance. Next one, hierarchical inheritance. So hierarchical inheritance is nothing but a one parent having two children. So suppose my father having two kids. So me and my sister. So whatever the properties my father having, we are going to be used mm, parallelly, or we can use both. We can use that his properties. And multiple level inheritance. So multiple level inheritance is not possible in Java. Why multiple inheritance is not possible in Java? Mean in general also a child can have a parent can have more than 2 or 3 kids, but a child can't have two parents. No? Similarly, here also multiple inheritance is not possible in Java. So two parents can't, so two classes, so we can't make two classes as a parent class. That's why multiple inheritance is not possible. So multiple inheritance is not supported in the Java because the class cannot inherit more than one class. So in generally, a, a child can have only one parent. So to avoid this problem where we can use the inheritance abstraction method, we are going to be using this one. This one we can see it later. Hybrid inheritance. So um, hybrid inheritance is a hierarchical inheritance and multiple inheritance. So which is also not possible. So we will see one program in multiple for everything. So why multiple inheritance is not possible? So why multiple inheritance is not possible means, um, because we can have only which which allows us only one class as a parent class. It will not allow us more than one class as a parent class. That's why it is not possible. If you want to implement the multiple inheritance which contains the different methods and different signatures, we have to implement. So what is a different methods, what is the different signature, we will say that one later. Okay, first we will see single programs on this one. So I want to create a different package here. So, oops, concepts. So here I want to create a class called as a phone. So here I have created a class. So this is the parent class. I have created. This is a parent. Phone is a parent class. So I want to create another child class. So I want to create a child class as a mobile class. Mobile phone class. I want to create it. So this is the child class. This is the child class. So what I want to do, basically I want to create some methods. So I'm going to create a public void with phone call. I can make a call. So just I'm creating a dummy method which I can make a call. Phone call. So the phone call I'm having in this one. In the child class, what I want to do, I'm having a different methods. A public void video call, video call. I'm having a method called as a video call public, sorry, system.out.println to call with mobile phone I'm having. So I'm having another method public void send messages. So I can send a messages public dot void and messages with mobile phone. So here I can have another method public void send messages. Yeah, I want to system.out. Send messages with phone I'm having. So I will create a separate class to run this program. Here I want to create a object. Phone p equals to new. So space I have to give new phone. I will create objects for both mobile m equals to new mobile. I have created both class. Suppose if I want to get all these properties in whatever the properties I'm having in my phone class, I want to get it. So send message I'm having here. Call I'm not having. So if you see here, I'm having only two methods. Send messages, video call I'm having. I want call method. So call method my parent class is having. So I want to get this one. So if I want to get that one, what I have to do, I have to use inheritance. So inheritance extends phone. So if you see it here, so first what I want to do, I want to use a call method m dot send message. I want to use it. Next one m dot video call. I want to use it. So just I will run this one. See, I got a message phone call I got from the parent class. If you see here, I'm getting this one from the mobile class. Suppose if here I want to comment this one. I want to comment this one and I want to run this one. So I'm getting this one from the parent class. See, here I'm getting this one from the parent class. So whatever the video method I'm getting from the child class. What does it means if whatever the properties belonging to the parents, it can be modified. So what here have did, we have modified this one and we have override this one. We can call this one as we have override this one. Override the same method. So whatever the same method I'm having, that method I have override with another one. So so that I can use that one here. Okay. So it is called as a single inheritance. Single inheritance. It is a single inheritance. Next one, I want a hierarchical inheritance. So hierarchical inheritance, I want to create a new class, smartphone, which it extends. um, what it has to extend? It phone has to as extended to mobile phone. Mobile phone has to extend to the smartphone. So parent class. So this is the parent class I'm having. So here I'm going to be creating public void WhatsApp. I'm having some apps. System.app. So I want to use WhatsApp. Here in this one, I want to create one object for my smartphone also. S equals to new smartphone. S dot call I can use. S dot WhatsApp I can use. Dot video call I can use. S dot mm, another one is send message. Send message I can use it. So here in multi-level inheritance, this is coming from the grandparent. This method is coming from the grandparent. So I will run it. See, phone call. So phone call is coming from the grandparent. So WhatsApp send message is coming from the parent class. Parent class. This is also coming from the parent class. This is coming from the same class. Suppose here I want to use here we have seen here I want to use uh, 1 minute hierarchical inheritance. So the same A class. So phone class want to uh, extend mobile phone class, and the same smartphone has to extend the phone class. So at that time what we will get it, we will see. So here I have smartphone, so I am extending phone. Let's save this one, we will get error. What is the error we are getting? So video call is not in the mm, not in the parent class. It is belonging to my sister properties, so I can't able to use my sister properties. So I can use my father properties and my properties. uh, we can't able to use my sister properties. Okay, so that is not possible. If you see send message, from where we are getting the send message? See, the send message is coming from the parent class. So what is the parent class? Phone is the parent now. Phone has become the parent. So call here, this is also going to be phone only becoming the parent. So there is a no grandparent. So grandparent concept is not there. Okay. Next one, multiple inheritance. Suppose I want to use here two classes as a, suppose here I want to use my phone class as an extension. It is okay. It will work for this one. And I want to use and just maintaining is, and I want to use my mobile class, so it is not working. Suppose if I want to use any other way, it will not allow me. So here if I want to use mobile, it will not allow me. um, Only if I want to extend here mobile, so it will allow us one class. We can extend, but we can't able to extend more than one class here. Okay, that's why we that's why it is not possible multiple inheritance. So we will see some programs which we can use Suppose in a single class we can write some example programs, we can see it. um, so mostly programs, so simple programs we will see it. I want to create a class as an animal class. uh, Next class I want to create a derived class as a animal which is belonging to dog. I want to create it class. I want to derive this one, and another class I want to create it as a puppy class. First I'm going to creating all the classes. uh, Puppy class. So here I want to use a multi-level, so test class. So here I am going to be creating as a test animal class. So basically what method I'm having, so animals, every animals will eat. So I'm going to be using public void eat method. So here eat method I'm going to be using. So system dot out dot eating. Just I'm going to be mentioning it as a eating. So in the derived class, dog, what it will do, it will, so I'm extending this one with animal, extend animal. So here I'm going to be creating public void working. So here I want to um, dot println dogs will barking. Just I want to mention it as a barking. The same example I'm giving in the different way with a multi-level. First I will uh, uh, first I will give with a multi-level, then I will give with other example extends. Here what I want to extend multi-level means here I have to extend dog. Mm, uh, Dog, here I'm going to be extending it as a dog. So dog, what it will do, it will public void web. It will vaping. Just I want to give it is vaping. So in this main method, if I have extended what I want to extend, I'm not going to be creating the object. Just for the puppy I want to create the object. Puppy p equals to new puppy. So here in this one, what are the methods I'm going to be used for the animals class? What I'm having, the animals will eat. So eat I can call it from the this is coming from the grandparent. Sorry, p dot barking, it is coming from the parent class. and we pick is coming from the child class. See, everything it has been printed. Suppose here I want to make a change in this one. In puppy class, I want to extend animal only. So at that time, what error I will get it here? I can't able to use bark. Why? Because it is not belonging to the parent class. So it is asking me create a method. So whenever I am creating a method, then only I can able to use it without calling that one in the derived class. So it is not belonging to the same family member. So that's why we can't able to call it in the in that class. Is the same program I want to use with constructing the parameter. So if I want to use with a parameter, it is going to be called as a constructors. So inheritance and constructors. So what here the class must ensure that the parents properties is initialized and calling once it is construct. So once it is construct, we are going to be calling that one. So to call that one, we have to use to super class or this class we are going to be using for this one. So if I want to call from the parent class, I'm going to be using super class. If I want to call within the class, this is going to be called within the class only. So the derived class, whatever the derived class methods I want to call in the derived class, I'm going to be using this method. If I want to call which are belonging to the parents class, I'm going to be calling it with the parent class. So the same program I'm going to be modified uh, with parameters. So here I'm having a method. Uh, so what I will do, I will leave this one as it is. So I will create another method. So what I want to create the animal name. So am going to be using as a name. So here I'm going to be using animal with constructor I want to use. So what is the constructor type? I am going to be using string name. So if I want to call this method, so this dot name. So in the class only I'm using. So this dot name I'm going to be using here. So next one, what I want to call, I want to call the another method display. To display the dog name I want to call it. So I can call it public void display. So public void display system dot out dot println. Just I want to mention animal name equals to plus name. I am going to be mentioning this one. In the derived class, in the dog class, what I want to do, it was extended the animal. So I want to use another method called as which is going to be passing the two parameters. So I want to check the animal, what is the name of that dog, and I want to display the type of that dog. So dog, I can create a string breed and what I want to do dog. So here I'm not going to be maintaining any public void like that. So why we have not maintained, we will see. String breed. So here the animal we are going to be called from the parent class. So here I have called it. So make it as a public void. If we not given also it will work. So name, what name from where I want to call name from the super class. Super dot name I want to call it. I have to save this one. Super dot name I want to use it, and this dot breed equals to breed. I can use it. So why I'm getting constructor must be called in the first statement. So it is called in the first statement only, no? Okay, we will display it. Once we build that one, it will build. I think there is a saving issue. Maybe superclass is not getting from the one. So here display method I'm going to be calling. So display is come from the parent class system.out.println system.out.println. So here what I want to do, I want to print only breed. Plus breed I have printed. So this one first I will save all. Dog, it is derived class has the constructor. Let me put this. Just give me 1 minute. This one is closed here. Okay. So it is a typo error. So we have corrected the typo error. So it is going to be displaying the breed method. So what I want to do, so here I don't want to use the puppy method, just I want to use the inheritance with the two classes only. So test class, in this one test class, what I want to do is I'm not having this puppy method. So what I have to do it here, I have to create the object for the dog class. Dog equals to D. I'm going to be using new dog. So I can pass the parameters, whatever the parameters you want to pass it. So name, I can use the buddy, or else whatever the dog name you want to make. So this is also string type. Uh, s- so it is a um, type of dog. Um, Golden retriever. So you can pass it like this. So when you run this one, so why it is not displayed? First thing, it is not displaying anything. Why? Because we have not called a display method. So if we call the display method, I have just passed the parameters, but I have to display that method. So what I have to do, d dot display. So display details method I want to call it. If I call only d dot display, what it will do? It will give only the name. D dot display. If I have printed this one, what it will give means it will display only the name. See, it was display the only name. Here it is going to be displaying the breed and animal name. If you want to change it, you can change it. So we can pass the parameters. We can pass it with parameters also. So whenever you want to pass it with the parameters, what here it is going, the animal class is a constructor that is going to be accepting the parameters. So here the dog class is extending the animals which have its own parameters. So here the breed is another parameter the dog having. So that is extending. So that's why here here the dog is a constructor is using super. So in the dog class, I want to get the name. So the name from where I'm getting, from the parent class, I'm getting this name. And the breed which having in the derived class only. So that's why I'm getting the derived class value here. Okay. So here the name I have getting from the parent class. So that's why I have called this method. This method from the parent class, I have called it in the child class. The child class I have called this one. Okay, is it clear? So we have used here this program have used with a single inheritance. If you want to use multi-level inheritance, you have to create the puppy, and in the puppy also which type of puppy you want to create. If you want to create the age, you can create with the age in the puppy, and you can use the multi-level inheritance. So multiple inheritance is not possible. Why it is not possible in the Java? We will see in the next class. Thank you guys.